ஆரிஃப் சார் நீங்க தான்.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to one and all present here. On behalf of the new college and the PG and Research Department of Commerce, I welcome you all for the second day of this workshop come faculty development program on intellectual property rights. Now, let us start the program with invocation. Now, I request Dr. Anwar Sadat sir, the Director, IQAC, the new college, to welcome the gathering. So kindly unmute, sir.
Sir, please unmute.
Thank you, sir. Respected chairperson of this meeting, Dr. Rafiq Ahmad, HOD of Commerce and Bursar of the new college. Respected Dr. Tamim Sharif, head of the Department of Commerce, 2. Honorable keynote speaker, CMA Chitrajan Chattopadhyay. Learned resource person, CMA Rakesh Shankar Ravishankar. Organizing secretaries, Dr. Muhammad Yusuf and Professor Jalaluddin. Dr. Eno Arif, Board of Thanks Speaker, Dr. Abid Basha. My colleagues from the Department of Commerce, other dignitaries, invitees, delegates, research scholars, and participants. A warm good afternoon to everyone present in this session. I'm really delighted to welcome each and every one of you to this second day's session of this faculty development program on intellectual property rights, jointly hosted by our college and the Institute of Cost Accountants, India, and organized by the Department of Commerce in collaboration with IQAC of the college. This program is perfectly timed, not only because intellectual property rights is one of the most talked about subjects in higher education institutions in India today, in the context of the need to set up an innovative ecosystem in all higher education institutions, but also because our institution, the new college, is initiating preliminary activities to adopt national innovation and startup policy on the one hand, and we are also activating our institutional innovation activities in order to ready the institution to participate in the adult ranking of institutions and innovation activities. It is known to everyone that a very important prerequisite for initiating innovation activities and startup activities in the campus is uh, having a very active IPR cell. And besides, we need to make all our faculty members and other stakeholders understand the importance of IPR on the one hand and the process and procedures in registering and getting intellectual property rights. I'm really delighted to extend a very warm welcome to the keynote speaker today, CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay, because there is another introductory session coming up. I'm not giving a detailed introduction of the speakers. CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay is the Central Council member and chairman, Banking and Financial Service Insurance Board, BFSI. We are really honored to have you in our midst today, sir, as a guest of honor. I extend a warm welcome to our resource person today, CMA Shankar, Rakesh Shankar Ravi Shankar, co-opted member, Internal Auditing and Assurance Standard Board, and Assistant Professor, PG Department of Commerce, DG Vaishnav College, Chennai, who will be handling the technical session on patents and designs today. We are really delighted to have you as a resource person today, sir. I'm happy to welcome Dr. Tamim Sharif, Head of the Department of Commerce, Shifted 2, who will offer a detailed introduction of our guests today. I extend a warm welcome to all participants and my learned colleagues. I'm really grateful to the organizing secretaries and the heads of Commerce Department for assigning me this pleasant duty of delivering the welcome address today. I welcome everyone present in this session today. Once more, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our Head of the Department of Commerce, Shift 2, Dr. S. Tamim Sharif, sir, to introduce the keynote speaker and the resource person.
A very good afternoon. I'm audible, Arif?
Yes,
Arif,
sir.
I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Very good afternoon
Yes,
to you
sir.
all, first of all. Let me thank the Almighty for the opportunity given to me to have this workshop. First of all, the credit goes to Dr. Rakesh Shankar, as well as my college team, as well as the head of the department, who has organized this workshop. Now, this type of workshop, as it has become the part and parcel of our department, we are organizing this. The credit goes to the department as well as the organizing secretary. Today, we have a very eminent person. If I just go through a small, I just made a small brief about this gentleman. Mr. Dr. CMA Chittaranjan. Actually, he is a science law graduate. See the content and law chartered account certificate holder, associate member of India Institute of Banking and Finance, holding qualification of Chartered Public Finance as the association from the Chartered Institute of Rural Banking, as well as the Cooperative Management from IBFI. He has an experience in various capacities in public sector, more than 38 years. The experience 38 years is not a joke. Apart from this, from move from one place to other place, it takes so many years, and gentleman is having a lot of experience about this. And he was the chairman of Eastern Region, Council of Indian Institute of Cost Account, India, as a founder member of Sempurna chapter of Institute. He has got several publications of banking from the Institute, which includes 3 editions of risk-based internal audit. See, anything written on the risk-based itself in a very challenging task that has been taken. So, risk-based internal audit, and he is also at present a member of Central Council member of the Institute of Chartered Account of India and the chairman of Banking, Financial Services and Insurance Companies. He is also a member of SAFA, Committee of Education and Training Institute, CPD. Mr. Chittaranjan has presented various papers on risk banking and internal audit in commercial bank and about various industries. Sir, on behalf of the management and behalf of the Commerce Department, as well as my HOD, Dr. Rafiq, I'm the head for the Shift 2. On the whole of my department, apart from the organizing secretary, a wholehearted welcome you, sir. for this FDO workshop as well as the workshop come FD program. And second part, I like to thank Dr. Rakesh Sharma also for cooperating us for organizing this FDP program. Really, sir, it is a need of the hour. We have been organizing a wonderful warm welcome on behalf of the department, myself, as well as organizing secretary, and entire credits go to the department. Thank you one and all.
Thanks a lot, sir. Now it's time to welcome our keynote address speaker, who is CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyaya sir, Central Council member, Chairman, Banking and Financial Services, Insurance Board, to give the keynote address.
Thank you, Dr. Arif. Very good afternoon to
Good afternoon, sir.
you all. Respected Dr. Anwar Sadar, Dr. Amit Badsha, Dr. Tamin Sharif, Dr. Muhammad Yunis, Dr. Jalaluddin, all other very esteemed faculties, professors of this new college, Chennai. In fact, Chennai is a place which I love most because I had my working experience in Chennai for 2 years. So, and all the attendees, research scholars, students, and my committee colleague in the Internal Audit and Assurance Board, CMA Rakesh Shankar, a very agile and a very, always resourceful. I really am honored, feeling honored to address you, to give the keynote address on a very relevant topic, IPR. In fact, this intellectual property rights, a lot of discussions already yesterday you have heard. And I understand that my friend Dr. Pavan Kumar has stolen the show yesterday. And today, when the patent and design has been the issue, before I go for some of the aspects on patent and design, whatever, as a cost and management accountant, whatever we feel, I will be definitely expressing some of my views. But before that, I just want to mention about the activities of our institutes, especially from the Banking, Financial Service and Insurance Board of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, which was hitherto known as the Banking, Financial Service and Insurance Committee. So it has been converted into board, considering the fact that this is a big area of the economy. It's a big sector of the economy, which we have to cater to the needs of the requirement of the nation, requirement of the country, requirement of the professionals, requirement of the sectors, commerce, students. We have found it in a board. I am really grateful to my president, CMA Biswarup Basu, CMA Vice President, CMA P. Raju Iyer, who has been continuously, they have given enthusiasm for all our activities. You will be very happy to note, since April 2020 to this date, we have organized not less than 60 webinars and webinars on the various topics on banking, financial service and insurance, including hybrid program, offline and online. We have done when we got some relaxation in COVID-19. As you know, this COVID-19 situation has become really heartbreaking for us, but still we have to accept the challenge. We are going with accepting this challenge. We are successfully taking care of our profession, and that's the only indication that how we have been very much positive from the board. You will be very happy. We have launched 4 very important courses for the commerce graduates. We have not kept it confined only for CMAs. We want that every commerce graduate, the person who are pursuing this, not only commerce, even somebody graduates from your economics and other, they can also join, provided they will have to go by some sort of test. But it's a very foundation stone we are laying before they enter into the domain area. 3 certificate courses. One for the whole banking sector is running with 3 risks. One is operation risk, other is your credit risk, third is your market risk. So operation risk has been covered by a certificate course on concurrent audit. This is a very interesting course, 30 hours course, very much affordable for any person. This course is open for CMAs and practice, CMAs only. It is not for any graduations, because audit course is definitely, unless and until you become a professional, you cannot go for any audit. But the second course, the certificate course on credit management of banks, is a very popular course. And I am telling you, once you go through this course, you will understand the gamut of the credit risk management of the banks, how the banks are running. Because banks, the deposits of the banks, whatever banks are having the resource, banks are deploying to the credit. So how the credit is managed, credit risk, as per Basel Committee Accord, banks are now subject to the various risks. So that risk it has been there in the credit risk is the main risk. That has been discussed in this course. It's a very lucidly explained by the various top position bankers, senior bankers, and we are continuously doing this. The third batch is already going on. So you can understand, within a span of 6 or 7 months, we are having a third batch, and we are making it a 25% course. We don't want that many people come, because there is a doubt clearing session in these courses. This is a very live course. Another course is very important, Treasury and International Banking, and that is also a very important course, and it is required to be known by everyone who wants to be a successful having as an investment manager, banker, or any sort of business event. If they want to know, they have to know the nitty-gritties of the treasury. So we are having another important course we have come out with, the tie-up of the National Institute of Securities Market, which is affiliated to an institute set up by SEBI, and this course is the investment management course in the financial service sector, through which anybody can be a self-earner through the various activities on trading and mutual fund. And this is not only that, they can be an investment analyst. These courses are for 3 levels: level 1, level 2, level 3, and every level, you will be very astonished to know, and you will be surprised. The cost is only 3,600 plus GST, and we have got a cumulative number of participants, 500 numbers. Here also we have restricted entry for 25 only, and these are all done through the online. And the investment management course, the beauty of the course is that the participants will be taken to the Algo lab of the NISM, and it has been conducted by NISM in association with Orange. And we are also on the way of having a course on insurance, which will be very much important for anybody. And you'll be very happy, from the BFSI department, we are observing various months. The first April month we observed as a MSME month. We have come out with a very robust book on the handbook on MSME, micro, small and medium enterprise sector. Please note that this book is a comprehensive handbook. India's got laurels. It has earned the laurels, praise from various bankers and entrepreneurs and MSME associations. The book's name is Aid Memory on Lending to Micro, Small and Medium Sector Enterprises, including the structuring of MSME credit. He said, then COVID-19 has affected many MSME entrepreneurs. I understand that even a commerce graduate, he can also help an MSME entrepreneurs through the learning, unlearning, and relearning on the various facets of MSME and the various nitty-gritties of the banking aspects on for the funding to the MSMEs. This book is it's a 360-degree view. You can take from starting from registration to restructuring. Then we also had our another month observations on agriculture. We have found agricultural month we observe, and then we also now in the June month we are observing as a insurance month, and in the month of July we will be observing as banking month, and in the month of August it will be observed as a investment management month. So you can understand that we are continuously gearing up, and we are continuously trying to disseminate knowledge through holding of webinars and observing. This month means people will be they'll be getting the comfort to join a program, and this program is open to all. So I am really grateful to disseminate this particular information on behalf of the BFSI board, and I am also the chairman of the Indirect Taxation Committee. It's my duty to tell you also that we have also various courses on GST, direct taxations, and these are very, very handy courses. And these are many participants they have entered into this course, and they have expressed their satisfaction. I would request everybody to please go through our portal, BFSI portal, and Tax Research Department portal, and you will find many information. Every day you will see the updates are given. All these updates, you don't have to go through the newspapers. Every updates we are putting in our portal, so that at a glimpse you can understand what is happening in the banking world, financial service world, insurance world, tax and department, whether it is direct tax or it is indirect tax. So it's a great, actually opportunity. I am thankful to the authority, and especially today when this program is there, I will not be taking much of time. Just I want to mention one thing about the patent and design. As a keynote speaker, I have to touch upon certain area. As you know, intellectual property protection is critical to fostering innovations. Without protection of ideas, business and individuals would not reap the full benefits of their inventions and would focus less on research and development. Intellectual property actually helps in developing and maintaining companies' long-term revenue streams and increase shareholders' value. And this intellectual property, what is considered as IP, also helps companies to protect technology, innovations, and gain competitive advantage. One of the main ways to protect innovation is to file a patent for the innovation. Now, this patent and design, I understand that Mr. Rakesh Shankar will deal at length with the subject. But I just want to mention some of the very catchy points that I think it will be remembered by everybody. And I at least remember how this intellectual property rights has become so important for us in the trades and commerce who are associated. As a cost and management accountant, we always feel the three words are very important in our life: ideate, initiate, innovate. Ideate, initiate, innovate. And this 3I. This 3I is the foundation stone of a cost and management accountant. So I congratulate the college authority for holding this workshops, this faculty meet on this particular very relevant topics, and where our various speakers with their abundant knowledge, they will be speaking on this issue. But we must have to have the idea, what is the difference between patent and design? These are all, it looks like a synonymous. A patent is acquired for an invention which is new and useful for its functions and process as well. A patent restricts others from copying it, whereas a design is obtained in order to protect the aesthetic or ornamental features of a product. Both patent and design can be acquired in respect of the same product. After 7 years, or I am telling you that 7 years, this is a very critical number, the infamous intellectual property battle between Apple and Samsung has come to an end. 7 years the case went on with Apple and Samsung. After the many costly and highly symbolic procedures, the parties decided to settle the matter amicably. As was widely discussed by international press, the dispute revolved around a multitude of patents, but also designs. And here you see that those who can be confusing patents and designs and can sometimes even appear to be overlapped. But the patent protects the technical functionality of an invention so long as it is new, involves an inventive step, and is susceptible of industrial applications. A granted patent provides the exclusive right to its owner to prevent others from exploiting the invention. A patent does not protect the appearance of the invention, but only the technical functionality, such as an example that way Apple's interface bounces when scrolled, or a design, and that ultimately the appearance of the product, such as the shape of the Apple iPhone and the design, this ultimately becomes a very critical issue. A design must be novel and original to be valid, and since it is often the design that creates the recognition value of a product, the power of a valid design right should not be underestimated, and it was demonstrated by the Apple versus Samsung. And I am not going into the very detail. As you know, in today's competitive environment, innovation is the mainstay for every business. That leads to development of intellectual property. Identifying, developing, and leveraging innovations provides competitive edge and aids in long-term success of the company. Intellectual property is not limited to technology companies, but is valuable for every business. Please remember this intellectual property is also very much valuable for every business which invests huge sums in research and development for creating indigenous products and services. So this is having a huge relevancy, and I understand that an organization's patent portfolio is vital for its future success, along with its various intellectual property assets as designs, trademarks, and copyrights. And ultimately, you know that there are a lot of issues discussed in the TRIPS, and you know that the WTO, that World Trade Organizations, when it was there, then streaming to the ability to provide a high rate of return and competitive advantage. Companies are protecting their IP assets from competitors. The competition is one of the hallmarks, and there is an international system for defining, protecting, and enforcing intellectual property rights. some of the treaties and bodies, that TRIPS, that is trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights, World Intellectual Property Organization, and WTO and European Union, etc. And to inform you, the return of intellectual property assets can be maximized by developing a strong patent portfolio that helps in attaining significant portion of the earnings through licensing revenue streams. And just to conclude, before all my participants, that organizations should effectively embrace their patent portfolio management strategy in order to reap maximum benefits. Corporate biggies are still investing large sums of money in research and development of products and services and building patent portfolios to realize returns on investment. So under this scenario, when this college along with our institute, the program has come out on the IPR, I understand, I feel excited to be a part of this process, and I wish that this sort of program should be organized in future again. And I am very much sure the ambassador of this college, they will be having they will be having a knowledge bank through which, from these programs, and they will be feeling enthused and they will be feeling energetic enough to go forward with their career prospects. And we from the Institute of Cost Accountants of India assure any sort of help for the career prospects of commerce students in association with the New College Chennai. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. I pray to Almighty for your very good health. Stay safe, stay strong, because we have to defeat COVID-19 with maintaining all the protocols and SOP as enunciated by the Ministry of Health, Government of India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We were really enlightened by all those wonderful courses and about the handbooks which you have enlightened us. And also we would like to thank you for the excellent keynote address, sir. Thank you, sir. Now it's time to welcome the hero of today's show, CM Rakesh Shankar Ravishankar ji, Internal Auditing and Assurance Standards Board, Assistant Professor of Department of Commerce, DG Vaishnav College, who is also person of today's. We welcome you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Arif, for the wonderful opportunity. So, Chittaranjan ji has made my job a little easier by just differentiating between the patents and the designs, the basic nomenclature. Normally, we just take a half an hour time or 45 minutes time to embrace on the basic differences between the patents and the designs. But just by giving an example of Samsung and Apple, he has clearly differentiated for what we can take a patent and for what we can apply for a design, right? So it is a wonderful evening to be amidst all of you. Today, I'll just start with the designs, and in the second part, I'll be moving on to the patents. So wherever you have got your clarifications, the participants, you are free to post it in the chat box. I will answer all your queries at the end of the sessions. So normally, whenever we sip a cup of tea, our brain starts working and we try to innovate. Most of the business decisions are taken at the tea table or in the tea meeting. So that is the reason I have put this photograph, just sipping a cup of tea. And the patents and the designs, whatever we just speak of, it clearly says that we need to be in a developed India 2030. 2020 was our Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's vision, but we have attained the level whatever our Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam stated, except in few infrastructural areas. Maybe we can just with the help of the Sustainable Development Goals given by the United Nations, combining with our strength and opportunities, we should be a developed nation by 2030. Another 9 more years to go. How we can do? With the help of the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, the STEM project of the Government of India. There are a lot of new projects that are being promulgated by the Government of India to bring in more innovation. So we'll be just looking into that. Before moving on to the presentation, it's a time to remember these two people. It is not just to get a publicity. We quote the Tamil literature. Mahakavi Bharati and Pavendar Bharatidasan. My dear participants, just excuse me. I will just translate the contents in English. மகாகவி பாரதியும் பாரதிதாசனும் ரொம்ப அழகா 50 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி, ஏன் இட் கேன் பி ஈவன் 80 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடின்னு சொல்லலாம். மகாகவி பாரதி பிற நாட்டு நல்லறிஞர் சாத்திரங்கள் தமிழ் மொழியில் பெயர்த்தல் வேண்டும், இரவாத புகழுடைய புதுநூல்கள் தமிழ் மொழியில் இயற்றல் வேண்டும், மறைவாக நமக்குள்ளே பழங்கதைகள் சொல்வதில் ஒரு மகிமை இல்லை, திறமான புலமையெனில் வெளிநாட்டார் அதை வணக்கம் செய்தல் வேண்டும். See, where Mahakavi Bharati had a vision, he said, it is not that we sit and talk about our own strength to ourselves. We need to showcase that to the entire world. We need to translate the best literatures, what is available in the other countries, in our Indian languages. So the innovation, what the vision they had in the pre-independence era, and then touching the thoughts of Mahakavi Bharati, Pavendar Bharatidasan, he has a desire. He said, we will create a new brave world. Pudiyador ulagam seivom. In his one of his poetry, he says, Kaitira Chittirangal, Kanidangal. He speaks about your mathematics, artistic work. Vananurgal, where he speaks about your aeronautical as well as the astrology part. He speaks on both. Meithira Nulgal, he speaks on the spiritualism and the philosophy. Sirpam, the sculptures and the architecture. Vijnanam, the science and technology. Kaviyangal, the epics. Vaitula Tamil Nurgal, whatever that is available in our Indian languages, in all our classical languages, when all these will be showcased to the entire world, when we are going to prove that we have done research on all these areas in the ancient times, when are we going to prove that? So this was the vision of our Mahakavi Bharati and the Pavendar Bharatidasan. Now, when you consider all these things, where are we now today? I really bow down and thank all the teachers who encourage their students for various innovations. When you speak about the innovations, even at the school level, whenever we have a lot of innovations that are being carried on, the teachers are encouraging the students. It is high time we need to encourage even from the primary level to ask the students to innovate, to implement their ideas, to bring a lot of new products. We need to apply for patents. We need to get the patent documented. We need to bring out their knowledge. We need to capitalize the potential of the young minds. If a student is coming and telling an idea, it is highly injustice on the part of teacher. Hey, Sumar, you do not know what is the crux of it. It is not that we are supposed to encourage the students. Even let it be a very small idea. We need to give a shape. We need to bring it to the external world. If we have done that some 20 or 25 years back, if the majority of our population would have got benefited today. There are many students in the villages who have got a better idea in the science and technology because they hear a lot of things from their parents, from their social group, from their peers. They correlate with the education, whatever they learn. But the point of encouragement and the source of inspiration, yes, it is yet to be given. We need to improve on that part. We are really lagging behind. It is time that we will pull up our socks and we will encourage the students. Then you see in another span of 5 or 10 years, how many new products, innovations are going to come out of our educational portals. Legislative framework of patents and designs. The Patents Act was passed in 1970. It was amended in 2005. The rules were amended in 2006. The Designs Act 2000, it was later amended in 2008. I will start with the design. What is basically a design? A design gives you an idea of the appearance, maybe the appearance of a product or appearance of a wrapper. All these things are being covered under a design. Normally, we synonymously use the term industrial designs. Why should we have these industrial designs? If you visit any of the corporates or any manufacturing companies like Hyundai or Ford, your mobile phones will be it will be taken by the security and it will be kept in the locker. They will not allow the mobile phones inside the factory premises, because their designs, whatever they have implemented for their company, it is being protected. They enjoy the exclusive right. So that is the reason we just say about the industrial designs. See, already our Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay has given about the trademark. Trademark, it distinguishes as a company's corporate image, goods and services. For example, when I say Ketan, automatically we remember the fan. When I say standard, immediately we remember the fireworks. So the trademark, it replicates the company's corporate image, goods and services. There are a lot of products we can say. When you say LG, automatically we are remembered about the electronic products. But LG is the brand and the company's acronym. But the industrial designs, it shapes the form of the new product and how it differentiates. For example, a water bottle is being manufactured. Normally, the water bottle is in a round shape and in an oval shape. When you are able to manufacture a water bottle in a different shape, which will distinguish the same from the other product, we can get a form protection for it. That is called as our industrial designs. So with the introduction of these company designs, the companies are able to innovate. They are able to bring in a lot of new technologies or the new forms in the products, which is distinguishing their product from the other available products. The visual form of the product can be filed and protected as an industrial design. The technical part, it goes to the patents. So the outside structure or the form utility is being protected in the industrial design. Can you see the examples here? The chair. So this is a two-dimension chair, which we take a design right. The particular company can take a design right. They'll have to file with the required specification of the chair. In what way this chair is different from the? Can you look at the chair in the middle, which has a semi round? It gives you comfort. In what way it is different from the other products. So we are able to get a patent. Can you see this? The national culture and the folklore, 2D graphic designs. When you are able to use this design in your product, when you are able to apply this in your wrapper, your green label wrapper, your AVT tea wrapper, your Tata Gold tea. See, all these, there are no designs, no forms. They do have their own protection. Your 3D computer designs. So for an original design which has been implemented for the first time, it can be legally protected. Normally, we just take a lot of photographs from the open source and we just use it in our PowerPoint presentations and other stuffs. Actually, that is not correct. Wherever we are taking a photograph or wherever we are taking an image, we are supposed to properly acknowledge them, because it may be a design protected or it may be a right protected. The other party can sue us for not taking the permission or for not acknowledging it. These are some of the comic characters which have got an industrial design. Your Mickey Mouse, your Asterix, your Tom. All these, the company has come out with a unique form and a graphic design for these characters, and they have registered these characters under the Designs Act. The Disney, the Disney World and the computer games, whatever we do, the structure or the appearances, it is protected by the designs. The Audi, our watches, Frank Muller, our Sense. Can you see the chain, the Orchid, Brook, Tiffany and Co. What they have released? The different form of the cars. Can you see the different angles? The rear view, the upper view, the inner view. This is how we just present it to the authority and get it registered. Now, why should we have this type of designs being registered? It creates a separate identity for the particular product. We are able to target the specific segment. We'll be able to enjoy, for example, when you take the Horlicks bottle, all of us will remember about the Horlicks bottle. Now the glass bottles are not there. It has been replaced by the plastic bottles. The Horlicks bottle, it will have a lot of designs in the glass bottle, which was protected earlier under the earlier law. Today, the packaging style, when you speak about the packaging style of your green label or your Boost or your Horlicks, all that are now being registered under a particular act, so that no one can copy the design. If you see that Boost, the combination of red and the brown, if you look at your Vivo, the green color with that white color logo, all these are being protected. There is a combination of the design plus the trademark there. You will have the word trademark TM will be there, and you will have the word R with the inside a round to say that it is registered. And when you have the registration of your design, whatever you have innovated, and if it is different, if it is going to be a original work, we can get it registered so that we can enjoy the monopoly right for 7 or 10 years. So what is the advantages of having the registration is, we will have an exclusive right. No one can imitate or unauthorized copying is completely prohibited. Our return on investment, since you have the monopoly, you have the sole right, we will have a better investment. And then the business assets, which are being created, that will increase the commercial value of the company, as well as our net asset value will be increased. The registered design may be licensed, or it can be even sold. When you sell or when you register it, it can be the royalty can be obtained from the other companies. Next is, it encourages a fair competition and honest trade practice. Now, what is it we need to remember? How to go for a design registration? The design must be new. It should be original. It should have an individual character. It should be different from the existing design. It can be also protected as a copyright and not only as a design. We have both. What cannot be protected? If it fails to meet the novelty, which is new, the concept of new is not there. Originality is not there. The individual character is not there. If it does not satisfy these 3 conditions, then we cannot take it as a design. And which is dictated by a technical function. See, these designs are required as per the technical requirements that cannot be registered. And then official symbols or emblems, the official emblem of the government or official emblem of the constitution authority, governor, president, office of the chief minister, we cannot use those symbols and get it registered. And then designs which are contrary to public order or morality. For example, often we have a lot of controversies of having our own images related to our social or our religion or caste being printed on the cloth in the foreign countries without knowledge. It goes into suits. So those type of which are contrary to the public order or morality, that cannot be registered. What is the scope? When you register it, you get an exclusive right which will prevent unauthorized copying or imitation. And then it excludes all others making, offering, importing, exporting, or selling the product without a specific design. However, if someone is going to infringe this, we can claim a compensation. We can sue that person. And also, when you register it, you get a formal certificate of protection. We can have it at the national level, we can have it at our regional level, and we can have it at the nation's level. So these are the three types of route we have for registration of design. The national route. National route is we have our own Indian laws which protect our Indian designs. The next is regional route. There are specific regions like our Asian region, our SAARC continents, our European Union, our African intellectuate group is there. So for certain countries, they have joined together and they have formed this region. So they have a specific regional route. And then the last one is called as a international route. This international route is a result of the Hague Agreement, and it is administered by WIPO. I'll be speaking about this WIPO, and this WIPO has got a lot of importance to the academicians. We have a greater responsibility in the WIPO. So at present, the WIPO is being followed in 42 countries. So these are the three types of registrations we can obtain. One is a national registration, which is applicable within the particular country. Then we go for the respective region if required, and then we can have a global designs registration. And how to create a design. So when you want to register your design, we need to apply to the Intellectual Property Office at our country for the protection of the industrial designs. And then there is maybe sometime if our country, if the particular country has got a treaty with the international body WIPO, then they will follow the protocol specified by the international treaty also. So what is to be done is we'll have to file the application at WIPO or the country's Intellectual Property Office directly. So we can take the guidelines, the global guidelines, as well as our Indian guidelines are available in the controller of IP and protection. And then the designs will be examined. They'll ask us the various dimension, the different form, the combination of colors, or the dimensional dimensions, or the technical details will be given, and then it will be published in the design journal. Once it is published in the design journal, if it is kept open for the comments, if no one is going to raise any objection, then it will be entered in the design register or the design gazette, and we will get a design registration certificate which is valid for at least 10 years. And this certificate, when we obtain it, we get a particular protection, and this can be given as a license to some other company or any other country, where it will give you an additional source of revenue. We will be able to globalize and commercialize our product. This is, for example, even for a business series, how to get a industrial design. This is a book called Looking Good. It is an introduction to industrial designs for small and medium enterprises. This is available free of cost in the WIPO website. Yes, we can go through that. Now, what I'll do is I'll just take up the questions. Now I'm complete with the designs. The participants can just post their questions related to the designs. I will just take up the questions related to the designs, and I'll proceed with the patents. Hope you are clear with your design concepts. Any clarifications, please raise it in the chat box. Normally, the good examples of designs I can tell you. Even our college logo, we have a college crest. Each and every college we have a crest. It is high time that we go for a registration of the college crest and the logo. Since the new education policy says that we'll be having a lot of foreign education institutions are going to enter into India, we have an opportunity to establish our campus at the foreign countries. We are in no way inferior. We are in fact far superior to those institutions. When we are going to expand to the foreign countries, we need to have our proper documentation. So the education institutions, the logo, even each and every department creates a logo. So we can just go for a registration of the designs, or we can take it as a trademark. Sometimes we can even take it as a design. So that is also possible. Yes, sir. There is a search which is available to identify the uniqueness. We have the portal. I'll be showing you the portal on the official website. So in the official website, we can search the designs which are applied for, even for the patents. I don't understand what is Kiran Kakade's question. Wash hands. can be just more clear so that I will answer your query. Do designs of different product lines can be the same? Yes, sir. It can be. It can be same, but the case-to-case basis we need to analyze and give you the answer. But it can be registered for a particular organization, and they can apply the same designs to different product. Yes, like LPU is registered. Yes. Yeah, Lovely Professional University. Yes, you have already registered. I am aware of it. What will be the fees for industrial design? The time frame for it. It's a separate procedure. I'll be just showing on the procedural aspects in the website. I'll just give it to you. Thank you. Hope I can. I think I'll just go ahead with the. Is design work published? Yes, the design works are being published in the design register or the design gazette, sir. Okay. Now I'll just start with the patents. Just give me a moment. Again, the patents, we speak about the technical details. As rightly pointed out by the expert speaker for the day, the technical part or the innovation part, we just get it in the form of patents. All your scientific inventions and innovations goes via patent. And many times we have a lot of controversies or being limitations raised in the patents. So this is what we have in the Patents Act. It was passed in 1970 and it has been amended in 2005. And later we have got certain amendments. Patents rules, it has been amended in 2006. Now legislative measures. So from 1/1/1995, we have a bail box, exclusive marketing rights we get. And then patent term is increased to 20 years from 1/1/2000. The definition of invention, it has been broadened and the scope has been expanded. The burden of proof on the infringer, it has been reversed. They have been given free hands to express their limitations or queries. And mandatory compulsory license provision for drugs, food, drugs and chemicals have been it has been revised for one reason, because the provision of foods and drugs have been moved to the Food Safety Authority. So it has been removed from here, the design concepts. And then from 1/1/2005, the product patents for food, chemical and pharmaceuticals have been met. We need to be very happy that we have met all our international commitments. We are at par with our other countries, the other developed countries. Now, the term of patent is 20 years. Examination, so whenever a patent application is filed, maybe application for examination can be filed. Yes, it can be filed on request. The pre-grant and the post-grant opposition is also possible now. Fast-track mechanism for disposal of appeals. Whenever we have an appeal, it is being disposed of in a very shorter span of time. And then the publication of applications after 18 months. And also we have a facility to have early publication of our applications. The timelines and the benchmarks are being minimized. Now, what is a safeguard? Whenever you register in the patent law, we get a compulsory license to ensure the availability of drugs at reasonable prices. We have a lot of discussions going on with regard to the COVID-19 vaccine to remove that from the Patent Act and then make it public so that the manufacturing will start. Since we are one of the signatories to the Hague Agreement, the 42 countries, the decision has to be taken at the global level. The WIPO will have to make all the countries combination of the medicine public, and also we have a provision to deal with the public health emergency. This provision is helping us now for the COVID-19 vaccines, and also we can revocate the patent in public interest and on security considerations. If the government feels that the patent which has already been granted is at the risk of life and liberty of a person or for the society, or it is against the nation's defense, it can be revocated. It can be even taken back. Now, what is a patentability? I will just go ahead with small definitions. What is basically an invention? Section 2, subsection, subclause I1 and subclause J speaks about the invention. It means a new product or a process involving an inventive step. So there should be an invention. Something new has to be brought out. So the word inventive step, it speaks about a new product which is being launched, and it is capable of being industrial application. Whatever you find out in a new, something is introduced or something is invented, it should be capable of being having a industry use or a business use or for the society's use. We should be able to market it. What are the subject matter? Patentable subject matter. We can have a patent for the process or the product or for both. Sometimes we can have a patent for the process. For example, the oil refineries, a specific process, they can go for a patent. The product, a new type of herbal medicine or a herbal component is being found out. So that's a product. How do you manufacture? That also can be covered under the patent. And it should be new, it should be of inventive step, and it should be of industrial application. For example, one of the questions which was raised yesterday is with regard to the neem, the usage of neem. See, neem, we all opposed, when a country was asking for a patent for the neem, we all said neem and turmeric, we have been using it in India for ancient times, for which patent, it should be given to us, not to any other country. So there are a lot of products or a lot of practices which are there in India for a longer time. We need to identify that. Even still, I just remember 10 years back, when our Honorable President of India, he visited Gandhigram Rural Institute. When he was given the Guard of Honor, we just asked the NCC master, you are just staying very nearby to the Western Ghats there, the hills. Why can't you take the student and go to the mountains and find out one herb? Each student one herb. So we'll be able to patent numerous number of herbal medicines. So those type of vision is required for a novel product. I just visit many science departments, just for a casual talk. A particular department, whenever I visit, I see them. They'll be dealing with some plants and leaves. They even, what is it? One plant is there, Karuvela Maram. They were doing some experiment on that particular plant. So there are a lot of subject matter which can be patented. We are using it in our day-to-day life, but we are yet to register it. It is not for making money out of it. It is to protect the interest of our the society and the nation. What is new? It should be, invention must not be published in India or elsewhere. Already it should not be in existence in India or elsewhere. It should be in prior public knowledge or the public usage use within India. For example, the neem and the turmeric, what I said, it is not new because we have been using it for ancient times. And it should not have been claimed before any specification in India. In different forms, the patent should not have been awarded. What is an inventive step? The feature of an invention is that it should have an inventive step. What is an inventive step? It should involve a technical knowledge, comparing with the existing knowledge. You should have an economic significance, and it makes the invention not obvious to a person. See, it is not a person specific. It is a process specific or a product specific. We speak about the Steve Jobs, who got a lot of patents after his death yesterday. We are speaking on that. Now, industrial application, it should be being made, or it should be manufactured, and it should have a utility in the industry. That is called as an industrial applications. The next part is, what are the exclusions? Frivolous inventions, see, which are not actually inventions, which are fictitious or which are not in reality, they are inventions. That is excluded here. Inventions which are contrary to well-established natural laws. We have a natural law, which is proved scientifically. Anything which goes against a natural law, we cannot give a permission. For example, someone says that this medicine will make a person to live for 100 years or 200 years. Just before giving a patent, the authority will say, is this person all right or a lunatic? So that has to be verified, which is against natural law. So machine examples, for example, machine that gives more than 100% performance. No machine can give more than 100% performance. 100% is the benchmark level. If you use beyond 100%, we are overutilizing it. And perpetual machine, no, the machine which will never get depreciated, it will be there for a longer time. Next is commercial exploitation or primary use of invention, which is contrary to public order or morality. Your cigarettes, your drugs, Abin, using all these brown sugar, you make a product and you want to get a patent out of it. It is against public order and morality. That cannot be done. I just gave a very raw example. In a decent terms, we are speaking about the gambling machine and device for housebreaking. See, even device for housebreaking, it can be used in a positive terms, but the impact of housebreaking device is more applicable on a negative term. So that cannot be patented. Next is which will cause a serious prejudice to health, human, animal or plant life or to the environment. The biological warfare material, patenting for any new virus formed. Literally what we are facing, the bio war now, the COVID-19. Can anyone go and say that we were the one who found the COVID-19? We want a patent for it. It is against the entire globe's security and the defense. And then embryonic stem cell. See, stem cell can be given a patent, but there are some restrictions why stem cell should not be given. And then mere discovery of a scientific principle, something like Newton's law, you say, that cannot be given a patent. And abstract theory of superconductor theory, that it should not be any living thing, a living organism. It is already living. You say that for the first time I have seen it. I have seen in my own eyes. We cannot give a patent. The God's own particle, which was found some 6 years back, that cannot be patented because it is already existence. And then the natural gas or mineral which is available beneath the earth, it is a natural thing which is available. See, anyone who is finding it will get a royalty right, but will not get a patent for the product. So a mere discovery of a new form of a known substance which does not result in the enhancement of the existing efficiency is excluded. If it doesn't have any value addition, if the form utility does not change, if the process utility does not change, we will not take it under the new product. Now section 3 clearly excludes. Explanation, what it says: salts, esters, ethers, polymorphs, the metabolite, pure form and particle size, isotopes and isomers, big mixture of isomers. All these are the same substance. Their form can be changed, but unless and otherwise the efficiency, the efficacy of the new substance or the new particle, whatever you have found out, is different. Getting a patent is something different. The crystalline in the chemistry part and the physical chemistry, when they talk about the new inventions, a new idea is crystallized. Yes, a new idea, it should have a new form as well as which is being capable of industrial production. Then it can be patented. This is a specific mere arrangement or rearrangement of the known device, each functioning independently of one another, is excluded. For example, a bucket is fitted with a torch. You tie a torch to the bucket and you ask for a patent, it is a new product, they will not, because they are two different products, that it cannot be combined together. And then an umbrella with a fan, you fit a fan to the umbrella and you ask it's a new product. No, it cannot be patented. A clock and a radio in a single cabinet, this is also two different products. It is being assembled together for a better service. A flour mill provided with a CV, it is also a natural process. It is a two different process. It is being clubbed together. It's not a separate product or a process. Now the method of agriculture or horticulture, this is what is protecting our agricultural process today. Someone says that I was the one who found the method of cultivating the wheat, paddy and rice. No one can say that. Similarly, the cultivation of algae. Algae is being cultivated for improving the fertility of the particular land, and also certain plants improving the fertility of the soil. Lot of no chemicals or natural fertilizers are being used, but agricultural equipment are patentable. For example, you have a tractor, a motor fitted tractor, no, which will reduce the work of the agriculturalist, can be patented. The tools can be patented. The agricultural process or the horticulture cannot be patented here. And then we have any process for medicinal, surgical, or curative, prophylactic, and diagnostic, therapeutic, or other treatment of human beings. Examples with regard to our Indian medicine, when you go with a lot of health centers, the Ayurvedic treatment, you have your Panchakarma and other treatments. It is being in existence for a longer time in our society. The Panchakarma or whatever methods, like the treatments, whatever we prefer. Now, can we get a patent for all these therapeutic treatments? No. For example, they have given some examples we have here. The cancer, tumor, the dental plague, removing of a tooth, method of vaccination, blood transfusion, all these are generic, and it is for a common use. So we cannot, any medical practitioner or an expert cannot take a patent for the process. But however, we can take a patent for the medicine. For example, a new oil, a natural oil is being found out, which improves the health of an individual. Yes, that can be patented. Similarly, plants and animals are completely excluded from the patent part. Seeds, varieties, and species. We had the IR8 and we had the organic for the farming. The formulas are not made to the public. It is completely, it is being kept open to the public. The BT brinjal, we did not give a patent for the BT brinjal here. And then similarly, the biological process for the propagation and protection of the animals and the plants, what is being followed in the zoological parks, they are all for the benefit of the society at large, and it is not patentable. But any equipment or apparatus related to these type of process, it is patentable. Now, when you speak about the mathematical method, linear programming, assignment, your game theory, algorithms, computer program per se, but there are some computer programs for which we can take a right. That is something different. Mathematical method, addition method, subtraction method, your BODMAS rule, no one can claim a patent. But however, you find a new calculating machine, an improvement over the calculator, existing calculator, a combination of a software and a hardware, which is distinct from the existing. For example, we had the pager. From the pager, we had our cellular phones. And from the cellular phones, we had our mobile phones. From the mobile, we have improved on the technology and we have come to Android and Apple today. So all these are patentable. But the basic the signal transformation, which is already known, that cannot be patented. Next is with regard to the artistic, literary, dramatic, musical. Yes, these subject matters, it does not come under the purview of patent, but it goes for copyright. Similarly, your TV productions, your serials, your movies, your short films, we can take a copyright for it. Tomorrow we will have one Mr. Satyanarayanan, an advocate and a legal counsel, who will be given insight on the copyright protection. Now, the next is a scheme or a rule can never be patented. For example, learning a language, we have a different methods. For example, I used to use a method for bank reconciliation statement called add less add. It is nothing but just fitting off the ledger and solving it. I cannot get a patent for it. Similarly, for a crossword puzzle, your Sudoku, your crossword puzzles, which come in the papers, the newspaper cannot take a patent for it. And a method of teaching or a learning, each and every teacher is something different and unique in the approach of teaching. And each and every teacher cannot take a patent because they are all generic and they are individual skills. It is completely attributable to the particular teacher. We can follow that method. we cannot completely adapt it. It is something different. But any instrument or apparatus which is used for the above processes, which is found by the a particular person, for example, calculation of time or calculation of date, you find out an instrument which is not in existence earlier, we can get it patented. So again, with regard to the English, the visual display or symbols or diagrams, all these either they go to the copyright or to the trademark, and in many times it is being excluded. You just form a phrase and you use that phrase and you ask for a right, it will not be given. Topography of integrated circuits, ICs, the topography is arrangement, the mask works on the circuit layouts. But however, with regard to the mobile phones, when you reduce the size and when you integrate that circuits into a small, when you reduce the size, which we can get it patented. And inventions which are traditional knowledge or an aggregation or duplication of the known properties, we cannot do that. Example is wound healing property of haldi, the coconut oil, the neem. We use a lot of herbals, in our day-to-day cooking. We use our the tamarind and other pulses, the different combinations we use. All that cannot be patented. But I can give you an example. The Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam has got a patent for the laddu. You get a Tirupati laddu, that laddu can be manufactured only in Tirupati hills. It cannot be even manufactured in the downsides. Even in the Tirumala, you will not get that laddu. They have got a patent for it. Similarly, Hotel Sarana Bhavan has got a patent for the combination of the sambar powder. The taste of the sambar in Hotel Sarana Bhavan is something different, which even if you try to make at your home, you will not get it. They have got the patent for the particular the combination of the product. Even there are certain coffee powders, the Kumbakonam coffee, they have got for their particular designs, they have got it. Now, inventions which are falling under the section 20, subsection 1 of the Atomic Energy Act are not patentable because it is related to the security of the nation. We had the Pokhran testing, and it is completely done for our country's defense, so we cannot take a patent for it. Now the stages. So this is what someone was asking. The same type of process is being followed for the patents, geographical indicators, your trademarks, your designs, everything. Filing of application. First provisional application is being filed, or a complete application can be filed with the IP office. If the provisional application is filed, then the complete application should be filed within the 12 months. And the applications are being published promptly after 18 months from the filing date. We can ask for an examination within 48 months from the filing date, and then examination can be done. If there is a third party representation and objection, yes, it will be sent to the IP office, and it will be given to the original person who has filed the patent for proper maybe reply or representation, and then grant of patent will be given. Once even patent, for example, we have a pre-grant opposition as well as the post-grant opposition. Within 12 months of grant of patent also, we can give an appeal, or we can give an opposition to the patent controller, and then the controller will raise the proceedings and issue proper order. Either the opposition will be dismissed, or the patent can be revocated, or amendment can be done. We have a final appellate board. For this, we have a patent practitioner who will help us to file the patent. We have attorneys, patent attorneys. First one, file an application for the patent. We'll have to file the patent with any one of the patent offices based on the theoretical jurisdiction. We have in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata. We have in Ahmedabad also. So, and along with the fees and the other information, this is a website which we'll have to visit for filing the applications. The detailed guidelines are available in this portal. I'll be taking you to this portal also. So it is available on this portal. And then a formality check. An examiner in the IP office will check all the formal requirements before accepting the application. And it is very spontaneous, on the spot. And now it is online. The online system itself will be, it is being programmed. And if the application is being satisfied in all respects, the application number along with the cash receipt is being given on the same day. If the application is received by post, the acknowledgement is given within 2 to 3 days. Sometimes if they raise some query in the application will be returned. It will be kept on hold. The application number will not be allotted. The application will be kept on hold for certain clarity or for additional documentation. And then the application will be kept secret for a period of 18 months from the date of filing. So whenever a patent is being filed, it will be kept very secret. In the 19th month, it will be published in the official patent journal. And it will be published in the journal weekly. So now, sometimes the applicant even can get it published before the 18th month also. So in that case, the application is published within 1 month of the request. That is also possible. It is at the discretion of the applicant. Now, an examination is made on request. An application has to be filed. An examination can be made either by the applicant or by the third party. A period of 48 months from the date of filing is available for making a request for examination. Literally 4 years. So from the date of filing, you have got 4 years. Anyone can seek for an examination of the product or the process. And once the examination is being sent, it will be sent to the examiner within 1 month from the request of the examination. Whether the claimed invention is prohibited for grant of patent will be examined. Whether the criteria is met, whether is it new, is it having an inventive step, whether it is novel, whether it has got an industrial usage, the characteristics will be checked, and then the result will be given. And then the examiner's report will be given to the controller of patents, and then 1 month time is available to the controller for vetting it. The first examination report, it contains a list of objections, is issued within the 6 months from the date of filing of request for the examination. And once the first examination report is given, the applicant has got 12 months time to answer the objections or to represent, to defend his side. If objections are met, the grant of patent is approved within a period of 1 month. So sometimes the application will be modified or an application will be withdrawn also. All these can happen. Pre-grant opposition, even before granting of patent, opposition can be filed. After publication, opposition can be made within a period of 6 months. And opportunity will be given to the opponent to represent his stand, why he is opposing, what is the reason, along with the justified evidence, they will be opposing it. Later, examination of pre-grant opposition. So once opposition documents are being received, a 3 months period is allowed for the response. The opposite party or the applicant will have to give the response, and then the controller will take the decision. After examining the oppositions, and if a physical hearing is required, the controller can reject the opposition, grant the patent, accept the opposition, and modify or reject the patent application. So it can be done within the 1 month of the completion of the opposition proceedings. And then grant of patent, a certificate of patent will be given within 7 days. Normally, if you see in our all our accreditation process, they will ask how many patent applications you have filed. They are not asking you how many patents have got granted, how many applications you have filed, because you have 18 months time to get it published, and patent will happen sometime later. So how many applications you filed, and those applications will get published in the patent journal. Subject to oppositions, you may get a patent, or you may get a modified the opportunity for giving your application and all. And then the grant of patent is published in the official journal. So, and then we have a renewal fee for the first and second year. We don't have a renewal fee, and on a yearly basis we have we have up to 10 to 20 years. We have got patents now. It can be condonable whenever there is a delay. It can be condonable. Now even there's a provision of having a consolidated fee for the patent also. Now you can just raise your questions. I'll be just taking you through the website on the patent application and the WIPO. Before going on to the patent office, I will go with the WIPO. See, this is the World Intellectual Property Organization of India, WIPO. This WIPO has got lot of knowledge, academic materials. What is WIPO? See, all these are basics. If you just go through this, what are the services? Can you see what is a patent? The trademarks, industrial design, geographical indicators, even the domain names. So these are the areas, the 7 areas which are covered under the WIPO for the global intellectual property services. Even the domain names we have started registering, and the other tools are also there. The WIPO and the Sustainable Development Goals. And can you see that this is the area where we all can get in partnered with the WIPO. We have a WIPO Academy. This WIPO Academy gives you a lot of courses. See, few courses are free, few courses are on a paid basis. We can encourage our students, the faculty members can take up these courses to get insight on the intellectual property. And then inventor assistance, like your incubation centers and your support centers, this inventor assistance and this TISC, technology and innovation support centers, can be established. But it requires a lot of paperwork to be done because we need to approach WIPO through the government. But once we are able to establish this technology and innovation support center, it is not that only A-graded colleges or A+ grade colleges can go for this. If you have a knowledge potential, if you have students and teachers who are highly intellectual, if you feel that, yes, you can establish a technology center, you can go ahead with the WIPO. And then all others are the policies. For example, WIPO Green. So how can we introduce this green technologies in all areas? We have a concept of green audit, which we do for a lot of accreditation process. But in reality, how we can be green? So we can get in touch with the WIPO. This WIPO Academy, if you just go into this WIPO Academy, can you see there are a lot of courses. So it gives you free, maybe completely free material. Everything is there. What are the academy? The material can be downloaded, and we can have a lot of even degrees now with the new education policy. We are allowed to have tie-ups with the foreign bodies where we can partnership for a lot of new courses. See, don't worry about the university affiliation or about other approvals. We need to improve on the skill sets of the students. So just to improve on the skill set of the students, what is permissible within our purview, offering a certificate program or offering a skill development program in association with the World Intellectual Property Organization, we can do this. Now, I've interacted with many people on this WIPO. During the last COVID period, many people got contracted with the COVID. During the COVID time, they were doing courses on this WIPO. So these are the academies. And now, next, let me just go ahead with the official website of the patents. Now, when you look at the official website of this is the official website of the Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademarks. In Chennai, we have the office located in the Guindy Industrial Estate. So we have separate websites for patents, designs, trademarks, geography indicators. Someone was asking me how to do a check for the designs. Let me go into the designs. Can you see the public search here? You have an option called public search. So you can do a public search on designs. So this will take me to an external website. Just give me a moment. I'll share my entire screen. So can you see this? The design utility, you can just select based on the date of filing. So date of filing I will take from 5th May. There is no record which is being available here. Sometimes no information we may not be able to retrieve because we don't have proper information to search, but I think we'll be able to get some data here. So we can even search the patent. See, like no, we have a patent agent. Your science graduates, those who are science graduates can even apply for patent agent so that you can help the other people for the patent filing. It is open to all science graduates. So if you just look at that, what is the patent system? You can have the entire act here. The rules, everything will be available here. Can you see what are the services available? Public search for publications, the journal. We can even open the journal and see how it is being published. It is taking some time. So this is how we'll have to operate on this portal and take the applications. So the history of the Indian patent system itself is being, it's given here. And where are the offices located? What is the act? Rules are being given here. So, can you see this? Part 3 designs. I'll just open the journal. We have part 1, part 2, and part 3. This is the journal of the patent office. So this is given on 11/6, our weekly journal. So this is with regard to the offices. This is how the information will be early publication. Can you see the term early publication? So if someone is asking for early publication, it will be given. So what is the date, application number, the publication date, what is the humidity sensor based on nano hybrids. So who has filed it? IIT Roorkee has filed it. So who are the inventors? These 3 people are the inventors. So what is the classification of the internal classification number, and the abstract will be given. Again, the counterfeit element in high value documents and method of manufacturing thereof. So someone from Uttar Pradesh, Chandigarh has done it, Union Territory. Can you see this? So the description will be given here. So this is how the patent journal will publish. And then I'll just take you through. It has got around 532 pages. So if you just go through this, itself you will get a lot of ideas how the patents are being followed. You see the computer, the process chart is also being given here. Now we will go with the patent application, the normal. So it was filed in 12/3/2019. So when it is being a micro environment for personal comfort and work. So what is being filed here? So if you want further more details, yes, we can just take it from the patent office. Now the designs. Can you see this design? So hydrogen generator, the oxygen generator is being given here. Container, a small liquid container, what is being, what we use. And then the medicinal containers, the footwear, normally we call it as a slipper. Something new is there with a flower logo is being published. A bottle, a jeans pant, a ring set, single phase AC motor control, wall panel, some design, and then your blister tray with the different cups, what we use in the hotels, and then a footwear, a digital multimedia player, a helmet, a right rear light for a vehicle. So helmet is being classified. See, I know we can design with the help of students, and we can even get it registered. Can you see Chandigarh University has given for an adapter board for electronic device. So footwear is being the different rickshaw headlamp. This is the headlamp for rickshaw, what is being used. Footwear, can you see the mobile phone? A mobile electronic device is filed by Google. So we are going to have soon a mobile device by Google. Can anyone throw light on this mobile phone? What is being said? And then the suitcase. See, this is how the designs are being published. So I think I'll just start taking up the questions. Just give me a moment. Yeah, the participants can raise the questions. Yeah, I think I've answered this question, how to find out the website for submit work. I've shown you the website. I've just given it. Fine. Yeah, feedback form will be posted at the time of vote of thanks. Any other clarifications? Okay, I just thank all the participants for your patience listening for an hour, high technical subject. Thank you so much for all the patience, the time what you have spared today. Can we file a patent without the help of agency? Yes, ma'am, you can directly file your application, Jyoti Gnanasekaran. Yes, ma'am, you can file. But you can just take the help of a patent attorney so that whatever details they ask for can be filled in correctly. That's a reason we just go. Nutritial. Yes, sir. It can be patented, sir. We need to just give the proper composition. Yes, it can be patented. Can discovery of what? Again. Discovery of what is a question. Then I'll be able to give you a better answer. Yeah, Vidya MR, as a commerce professor, what are the areas in which there is no differentiation of a commerce student and a science student? Even a commerce student will be interested in robotics. A commerce student will have an insight on the science areas. We need to just encourage them for filing patent. One of my college student has an idea of introducing an electronic broom. All of us know the broom, know what we use for cleaning our houses. This person want to bring out a broom with the help of solar power. They are being trying for a longer time. We need to just encourage them so that tomorrow their product may be one of the globally sought products. So it is not the question of discipline here. And as a commerce professor, I advise you can be thorough with the copyrights and the trademarks procedures and design procedures so that you can advise. Who is the highest authority of WIPO? The highest authority of WIPO is the United Nations, the WTO. It comes under WTO. Can discovery in science. Sir, again, if it is going to be a science theory, getting a patent is little difficult. Like what we saw, like Newton's theory. If it is going to be a product or a process, yes, sir, it can be patented. Thank you, sir. Any other questions? So if there are no questions, I think I can hand over the session to Arif. So Arif will be able to proceed further. Thank you, Arif.
Sir, really would like to thank you for your wonderful presentation and insightful deliberations on various patterns and designs, sir. Really, we had a very good time over here, and we came to know about various things about patterns as well as designs, all because of you. Thanks a lot, sir. Now we may proceed
yeah,
with
Arif.
the thanks. I now welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Arif, there is one question. I'll just answer this.
Sure.
Yes, sir. You can extend the patent after 20 years based on certain circumstances. We have got rules for that. But with regard to the medicines, we cannot do, sir. And also, business idea can be registered under which category? Business idea, I think you can go for a idea of a business. If it is going to be a product based and a process based, yes, you can go for a patent. If it is going to be a literary work or so, you can go for a copyright, sir. I am not a US resident or citizen. Can I get a US patent? Yes, you can go for a global patent. Shafila Ifat. You can go for a global patent with the help of FIPO. Yeah. Yeah, done. Yeah, thank you. Thank you all. I think over to Abid Basha, sir.
Yes, sir. Now I request Dr. Abid Basha, sir, to give the votes.
Sir, I'm Abid audible.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to all present here. I am very much happy to propose the vote of thanks for today's session. Gratitude is the greatest virtue of mankind. With the grace of Almighty, our today's session's patterns and designs has been completed successfully. Most importantly, I would like to thank the beloved management of the new college for their persistent support and cooperation in conducting this workshop come FDP program successfully. I would also like to thank our beloved principal, Dr. S. Bashir Ahmed sir, and Vice Principal Academic, Professor Sheikh Mohammed sir, Director IQAC, Dr. Anwar Sadar sir, Dean of Commerce K. Mohammed Akmal sir, and HOD of Commerce Dr. Syed Rafiq Ahmed sir for their constant support and encouragement. We are thankful to the organizers that even in this pandemic, we are staying connected with the present trends in society. These sessions also help us to upgrade ourselves. In this juncture, I would like to thank Dr. Anwar Sadar sir, Director IQAC, the new college for his warm welcome address. I extend my thanks to Dr. Tamim Sharif sir, HOD of Commerce Shift 2, for the brief introduction about resource person. I would also thank CMA Chittaranjan sir, Central Council Member, Chairperson of BFSI, for his informative keynote address. A special thanks to our technical session speaker, CMA Rakesh Shankar, Ravi Shankar, co-opted member and Internal Audit and Assurance Board of DG Vaishnava College. The session was up to date and easy to adopt. I would like to thank Dr. N.O. Arif, Shift 2 Coordinator, the Master of Ceremony, for his continued support and cooperation. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the faculties and participants for their active participation. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you. Thank you all. One final question by Swarna Priya, whether models of PhD can be patented. Yes, but your PhD work, as the copyright is with the university, with the permission from the university syndicate and the Senate, yes, it can be published and it can be patented. Thank you all for your patience learning. The feedback form has been already posted. You are supposed to log in via your email and fill the feedback form. Thank you so much. Thank you all. We'll meet you tomorrow.
Thanks.